Alright. Of course, that loud ass fridge is making noise right now. It's Friday, May 30th at 9:59 a.m. Normally, leg and lymphatic day, trampoline, the 300 active calories burned 2 miles in 40 minutes, which all come together about the same time. But if you watch Tuesdays, my last video, which has been choppy because I want to say I have an ulcerative colitis flare, but it seems a little different. Yes, there's more blood coming out than I care to admit, which indicative with a flare. I don't know, it just slightly feels a little different. I don't know why. But I did a bacterial stool test. I'm still waiting for some results, but I do not have C. diff again, thank God. That was a real pain in the ass. You never want C. diff, especially with a colitis flare like I had. It was, anyways, water kefir. Water kefir. That shit snapped me out of that C. diff faster than anything, along with the vancomycin. But I was on vancomycin for, I think it was like a year or some shit. It was a long ass time because they gave, when I first went in for it, they gave me so much vancomycin with prednisone and all that for the colitis flare, and Bentyl, but they didn't give me enough. They did. If they would have gave me like 4 to 7 days more worth of vancomycin, it would have been cleared and gone. But it came back right away again, and I could feel as I was running out of the vancomycin, I could feel I just wasn't fully, done with it. Because you can feel if you pay attention to your body, really pay attention to your body, you can actually feel processes going on and whatnot. So I knew right then. So I called him up and said, "This is bullshit. I need more vancomycin." And at the time, it was like, what the hell was it? It was either like $4 or $10 a pill, or $40 or $100. I don't know. It was an absolute freaking fortune for those vancomycin. I keep thinking of 4 or 10 or 40 or 100. It was a lot of money for one pill. All I know, it was an absolute fortune, and I had catastrophic health insurance and didn't pay for anything. So that was a nightmare. But when it wasn't going away the second time either with the vancomycin, it's like the C. diff acclimated to it and said, "Oh yeah, this vancomycin's good shit. I'm just gonna eat it up." Didn't do anything. So my sister is making water kefir for her and her family, not the milk kefir. Milk, obviously lactose, fucks with ulcerative colitis and whatnot. She was making the water stuff. So I had her make a bottle of it. Like, it was probably about a bottle the size of this thing. It's about this tall as this one. Kind of like an old milk jug, but thinner. I don't know. I can't really describe it too much. It was about, if I were to guess, it was probably about 27 to 40 ounces. I don't know exactly what the size is. This is an odd bottle. She made one daily. I drank the full thing every day, and I literally, with the vancomycin, but I'm attributing it to more of the kefir, because the vancomycin just wasn't doing anything there for a while. Literally, it was like stagnant. That was a nightmare. And it was literally under a week. Boom. Kefir, all that fucking good bacteria, just flush that shit right out. Never had it since, knock on wood. I've got tested for it twice since then, both negative, thank God, but some of the symptoms were similar. A lot of mucus, a lot of pain, bloat, gas, gurgling, cramping, all that fucking shit. I mean, if you got, colitis or Crohn's or whatever, all that funkiness. It's like when you have C. diff with the Crohn's or colitis, it's like it just feels like all those symptoms are amplified, like 5 to 7% more, like just, or times more. It's just like, oh, it's horrible. Anyways, so today I'm just gonna walk. I'm gonna start at like 2.5, maybe do to 2.6, 2.7. I'm on 40 milligrams of prednisone and 10 milligrams of Bentyl 4 times daily. As you can see, my brain is scrambled. I got that prednisone brain right now. It's like that shit just like makes you like an idiot. It's horrible shit, but it's like the only thing that fucking works to curb a flare. So then Bentyl. Bentyl also makes you a stupid brain too. But you got to keep moving. You got to keep the fluid moving. You got to keep, because one thing I found out in life when it comes to illness, I was healthy at one point, relatively healthy at one point, and I know how the healthy body functions and I know how the sick body functions. And one thing I realized a long time ago, and I've correlated 1,000 times, is working out, exercising, getting your fluid moving, getting your heart rate going, getting your body going in the right, because when you work out, your body wants to move in the right direction, right? Your illness is steering your body towards a different direction, but it's like when you're moving in the right direction in life. You get ill, and then your right direction kind of slows down, and it kind of slowly starts going the other way, because your body, your processes in your body are acting totally different, right? But you're moving this way with the illness, but working out, exercising, getting your fluids moving, and not sitting around literally makes your body wants to go the other way. Your body wants to move in the right direction. Everything else in life that I've ever found out about anything, supplementation, diet, diet helps, but diet isn't as a 100% guarantee like exercise is. When you exercise, your body literally wants to move in the correct direction. And that's fantastic. That's even if you can walk, just walk. If you're in a wheelchair, go wheeling around your block or something. Get your arms moving. Wheel yourself. Get the blood and the lymphatic fluid pumping through your arms, which in turn pumps it through the rest of your body. Regardless of what your situation is, you got to move. You move. I've got three nasty, serious diseases and about like 24 minor diseases, and moving is the only thing that I found out that actually helps the human body moving in the right direction, always. So, and as you can see, I got a lot more bloat because of the suck-ass whatever the hell's going on here right now. Colitis, flare, and the prednisone also the prednisone and Bentyl, the prednisone changes out your cortisol, basically replaces the cortisol in your body and gets your body that's how it heals it up, because your cortisol is acting stupid when your illnesses flare up and whatnot. And even when it's not flared up, just having the illnesses, everything's running stupid, right? Not in the right direction. But the prednisone changes stuff around, starts trying to heal stuff up. The Bentyl is a motility drug. It slows the motility of your intestines down so your intestines, because like I said before, your intestines don't move in that smooth fluid motion like they're supposed to. It's all erratic and stupid when you got colitis and Crohn's. Flare up or not, it still moves in a dumbass way. So yeah, so I got the slowing motility down as well as trying to heal with the prednisone. And it's fucked up. The prednisone's fucking you up as well as healing you, even though it's just a fucking toxin. They're all fucking toxins. All these medications are fucking toxins. They're, amplified natural stuff. And, well, not so much natural stuff anymore. They've synthesized and made all kinds of fucking jacked up compounds. We got nanoplastics in every part of our body, for crying out loud. What does that tell you? Forever chemicals. All those people that have, and that's the other thing about prednisone, it makes you more out of breath. It feels like an elephant sitting on your chest. All those companies that create those fucking things that are killing us, they should all just be fucking vaporized. It's ridiculous. The human population's being poisoned off, especially in the United States here. Just poisoned, We're being poisoned by our food. They're spraying shit on this, or they're pumping shit in that. They're fuck. I mean, I just saw on the news this morning there's wildfires in Canada and blowing all the smoke down right over top of us today. So it's supposed to be finally a warm day, and I'd like to have the house open, you know, get nice fresh air in the house. Oh no, we got all these fucking burn up hydrocarbons from a fucking wildfire getting blown right over the top of us today, which I'm inclined to believe that probably wasn't some idiot flicking their cigarette out. You know, it was probably some dumbass, another way to kill off the population. So whoever's doing this killing off of the population, well, let's just hope I don't ever find you or get a hold of you, because I got nothing to lose. And I will, you know, let's just save that for another conversation entirely. But anyways, let's get to the walk before I have to piss again. And I'm just so scramble-brained right now. If you've never been on prednisone and you never have to go on prednisone, don't ever go on prednisone, because it just like, it makes your thought processes are just jacked up, and then it gives you some anxiety as well. So you got this overwhelming buzzing going on inside of you, like this nervousness, and then that amplifies the scramble brain it gives you. So you're just like a fucking pile of shit when you're on that stuff. I mean, it's just ridiculous. But let's not cure people, right? I mean, we're trying to kill off people, so why would we cure people? So, you know, it's the greedy psychopath way, apparently. Let's just kill everybody off. Let's have people reproduce like rabbits, do all these jobs to make us more rich, and as rich as we can possibly be. Then, when we're rich and basically control the planet, let's just kill them all off. So let's use the general population to make us rich, and then let's fucking kill them, right? And if nobody else has came to that conclusion, open your damn eyes. It's not about politics. It's not about right and left, Republican, Democrat, conservative, liberal. It's none of that shit. They put it there so we bicker amongst each other. Like, your right hand doesn't know what your left foot is doing. You know, one of those deals. Pay attention, right? Everyone's bickering among themselves. But pay attention to your left foot. That's all you gotta do. This sucking ass camera. See, I'm all jittery and I'm making this stuff fucking painting now. Just screwed that on too tight. That's great. Alright, I'll shoot for a mile, but I'll do whatever the hell I can do. Alright. Alright, start with 2.5 and then hopefully work my way up a little more. I'm not using polar, I'm just using optical on the watch here. No weight, no incline. I gotta pay attention to my heart rate because of the prednisone I'm on, being that prednisone makes your heart twitchier, because cortisol is responsible for messing with your heart as well. So it makes it, usually there's kind of a slight delay in your heart when you move around, right? It gets going, but then it slows down, takes a little bit to slow down, then it takes a little bit to get going, takes a little bit to slow down. Not much, but there is a slight delay. But then when you're on prednisone, I mean, you just like, it fucking spikes it up a good 10, 12, or whatever beats, whatever dose you're on for whatever you have on top of your illness fucking with you as well, and then whatever other medications you're on as well. So get a little smoky fresh air in there, huh? Thanks Canada for the smoke. Oh, I usually say just wet the throat and mouth, but drink water. That's the only thing that really flushes prednisone out of you. Drink your water, you know. Some people get hungrier on prednisone. Some people get, whiff is good. Some people get, they can't eat on prednisone. It's like I said, it's a horrible fucking drug. It's probably one of the worst out there. Anyways, let's just go before I, boosh, my head explodes here. All right, let's see. Where am I at? Indoor walk. And now my watch is acting that's great. Don't act, you know. Make sure you got enough room for fluid movement, but I'm using the optical, so I gotta keep it slightly tighter than I normally would. Not much, but I want to get a good heart thing. So I'm at 66, yeah, I was just at 69 and popped up 73 real fast. See, it's all right, let's do this. And if you're not sick and you're a healthy individual, I hope you're on a good diet and you exercise and you stay away from the bad shit. Because I'm telling you this right now, you do not want to get sick. It's like it's a literal fucking curse. Like I said before, if I ever find out who, what, when, where, and why, and how exactly these things come about, that motherfucker better. Because you know damn well it's been caused by all the chemicals and everything. Poisoning of foods, the poisoning of everything. There's fucking chemicals on everything. There's fucking chemicals on those weights. There's stains just riddled with chemicals everywhere. You can't get rid of it. You can't get away from it until you might as well try to prevent it as much as possible by eating clean and exercising. Minute 45, 40 in, that's 2.5, and see how far I can walk. I'm gonna go at least a mile because I want to get my fluid moving enough, drinking enough water throughout the day so I can flush that prednisone out more before my next dose. You want it to, you know, you don't want it to just, all that shit saturate in you, attach to your fat and muscle and fascias and organs, and you don't want that, you know, it's horrible shit. Keep an eye on your heart if you're working out while you're on high doses of garbage. Ugh. Not to mention, I don't know, my sleep is shit because prednisone keeps that going. So you wake up in the middle of the night a lot. Your overall sleep is diminished because of the shitty feeling of that crap. 87 beats, 88 beats. Alright, let's walk with me, people. Wish I could do my weights, wish I could do my trampoline, but that's obviously out of it, so. Make sure to keep your arms moving. You gotta go fluid up and down your arms. Hopefully I can get a half hour in like I did the other day. 2.5 for 10 minutes, 2.6 for 10 minutes, 2.7 for 10 minutes. Speed, speed and time. You feel like a zombie. 95 beats. average of the two, and then correlate it to when I'm not having an issue. Because then you can judge better what's going on, and you can even predict a flare. I mean, throughout the day as well. I got no energy. Oh my god. I'm jittery inside, but I got no energy on the outside. Oh. "97 beats." Quarter mile. How do you feel before, during, and after? Pay attention. You have to stop, slow down, speed up, speed up. Which is the reason why I haven't sped up. Three-quarters of a mile. Keep going. I usually don't work out when I'm on 40 milligrams prednisone. It's almost too much. I only like starting when I'm around 20. Less side effects. But I want this shit to end. This fucking nightmare drug piece of... Looks like I'm gonna have to end up starting a company to cure people. You can't rely on greedy psychopaths. Fucking asshole motherfuckers. Beats, a little above normal, especially at this speed. It could be from blood loss raises the heart rate. My current warfarin dose with the lower blood, warfarin raises the heart rate when it gets thinner. Prednisone raises it. Bentil even fucks with it. So I don't know exactly which one. I think it's partially the blood loss and the warfarin. And a little of prednisone. Holy mother. This is 0.94, 0.874. "21 minutes. I'm gonna try doing a minimum of a mile. I might do a full 30 minutes though, we'll see. And then, being the condition I'm in, I'm gonna do a 3-minute cool down instead of a 2. You know, the 1.9, 1.4, then the 0.8. Burp. 0.9. Feels good to move all that fluid. To be honest, I don't like working out at all with prednisone in me. But mile 24:23, 0.934. 22:27. I started about almost 2 minutes ahead of this. Remember, regardless of what I say, always remember, how do you feel before, during, and after? A rep, a set, an exercise, or a full workout, and then life in general. Whatever you do, pay attention. How do you feel? Don't listen to your fucking body. It's not listening. How do you feel? Whoever said listen to your body should be slapped stupid. It's how do you feel? Pay attention to the feelings of everything. Listen to your body, dumbass. Rolling up on a mile here. One mile at 24 minutes, so it's minute 46 ahead of my normal mile. So I'm gonna try to ride it to 30 minutes. In fact, I feel pretty decent right now. Keeping it at 2.5. And always alter stuff when you're having a flare, or a mess up, or tweak, or torque, or mop, or bloop, whatever's going on. So normally I'd go and have my pinch of salt, protein shake, and banana. But I'm gonna go take my next Bentil, which was due 9 minutes ago. Every every 5 hours. And then at 11:15, I'm going to start the grill up and make a couple steaks and add some vegetables. And add just a small piece of steak and a small portion of vegetables. And then about 5 hours later, do the exact same thing. You gotta space everything out, work everything a lot different when you're having a flare. Or your illness is, you know, revving up. Feels good to walk. Remember, exercise is not about losing weight. It's not about building muscle. It's about health. All that shit just is a secondary to working out. You do it correctly, you'll lose fat and gain muscle. But that's not what should be on your mind while you exercise. Never, ever, ever make that your main goal for exercise. You will fail. Unless you get on steroids or you get liposuction or some shit, I don't know. But that just means you're a weak-minded fool. And you can't, there are no hacks to your body when it comes to that. Exercise for health, general health, and then the health of whatever issue you have or don't have. Right when you start working out for fat loss, a week later you're sitting on your couch again, eating your donuts. Donuts sound good right now, don't it? Oh, I can eat a fucking 2 dozen donuts right now. I love donuts. You think I don't have a sweet tooth, but oh man, I got a sweet tooth. I could probably out-eat anybody that's watching this on sweets. Of course, I'd throw myself into a flare and I'd be in the hospital for 2 or 3 weeks. Oh, donuts. Ugh. Oh, my allergies are kicking up with this window open. You can smell the sweet smell of the tree pollen. Minute and a half to 30 minutes. .21 miles. You don't want to do it too hard because then you'll upset this. There's a fine balance where you can still do your exercises but at dramatically lower rates. Like I can't do weights to save my life right now, and there's no way. And obviously I can't do my same walk either. So, how do you feel? Continually evaluate how you feel as you're doing your stuff. $10 seconds, 30 minutes. 1.9. On average, when you have a flare or hiccup in your issue, your health issues, on average drop everything by 50%. I actually would be perfectly honest to drop everything by 70%. Do anything you want at 70%, less than you would normally do. Which I'm not doing my trampoline, and I lowered my walk even, so that's about 70%. And I haven't did my weights all week long. On Tuesday I did a walk, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7 for 30 minutes. But hold on, 1.4. The reason why I did that because I was only taking 30 milligrams of prednisone because I've played with how much prednisone it takes to fix my flares. 30 milligrams is just not enough. 40 milligrams is the bare minimum. It'll do it in about 3 to 4 days, and then you can wean down. 30 for 3 days, 20 for 3 days, 10 for 3 days, and then you're good. 30 milligrams won't do it. 20 milligrams will hold off a flare if you don't already have one. But I was on 30 milligrams the whole week, which is the reason why I did that walk, because I was 10 milligrams less. And I was able to do that. Plus I was taking it at night, which was dumb. 0.8. But yeah, I don't take prednisone at night. The only reason why I did that is because I initially took it at night because of the flare. So because I didn't take it in the morning because I really wasn't having an issue. Well, I was, but I pushed it to the night because I was hoping I could work my flare out. Because before I got my blood issue, my factor V Leiden, I could actually prevent flares. Like when I first get a blowout, I can actually do certain things and literally stop a flare without taking any medicine. But now that my blood's thinner and it's a lot easier and twitchier to slide out of me, done. I can't prevent flares like I used to because my blood is so thin, it flushes through the crypts of my large intestines, the gaps, whatever the hell the fuck they call them. They're crypts if you look online. The lobes, and then you get the dips in, they're crypts at the base, bottom of it, where all the nutrients and fluid passes through. The blood passes as easily as the water and the liquid, all the other fluids do, because my blood is thinner than it normally is. 1.320 at 33.3 seconds. And then this says how many calories, just say 107, this says 172. So, oh yeah, okay. And if you work out with illness while you're having some kind of tweak or flare, always make sure you're intaking your fluids. Always get your fluids. Always get your fluids in. Don't ever dehydrate. I mean, you're moving your fluids with the exercise, and I'm have to take a piss actually really bad right now because I'm processing the fluids, getting it through my organs like they're supposed to, pulling it out of my lymphedema leg here, sucking it out, rotating it, pulling it out, and it's filtering and then going into my bladder instead of going into my bowels like it normally would if I was just sitting around. Especially with a flare, that's what you don't want. You want to keep, like I said before, your body wants to move in the right direction when you exercise. Sick, not sick, flares, no flares, whatever. It always wants to move right. So when you're working out and you're healthy, your body is at like the peak it could be if you're eating clean and doing everything you're supposed to be doing correctly. But yeah, so what the hell else I was gonna say? I was gonna say something else. I don't know. It says 53:30 on here minutes, so to avoid being an ungodly, stupid, fucking, long-ass fucking video here on just by a 30-minute walk, I will show you my walk and end it. Let's see, 174 active calories, 1.42 miles, 38 minutes. That is Friday walk. While on 40 milligrams of prednisone and 40 milligrams of Bentyl spread throughout 4 times a day. Well, 10 milligrams 4 times a day, so it's 40 milligrams. And right in the middle of a colitis flare. Like right in the middle, not at the beginning, it's about right in the middle. I'm trying to get right to the edge to go down the roller coaster and feel better type of thing. Damn. Oh, the allergies are kicking out. The damn fucking trees are going crazy. You can even see the pollen and shit falling. Look at that. Look at those fucking bastard trees. I love trees. I do. I really love trees, but I don't like trees for like a month. Like first week in May to like the first week in June. They just wreck me sideways. Anyways, all right, you saw my 1.5 mile-ish almost walk. Today was Friday. It was supposed to be leg and lymphatic, the trampoline day. Again, had to pull that. Fantastic. That's like, I love doing that because it gets your fluid just moving. Saturday, tomorrow is usually shoulders and mile walk. Again, how do you feel before, during, and after? So I will be the judge of that, and I will hopefully be back for at least a mile walk tomorrow because I want to get the fluid going. The more I get the fluid going, the more I pull the fluid out of my intestines and get my testes run. Like I said, it starts going in the right direction, and then the longer I'm did my exercise and then it's, then the flare starts turning it around again. So it's very hard to figure the human body out, let me tell you. Once you feel like you got something locked down and it runs great for a week, 2 weeks, a month, you just, oh yeah, everything's good. Boom. Someone throws a fucking wrench in your shit and everything goes literally out. Literally, you take the whole puzzle block of goodness that you put together all finely, all these funky odd shaped blocks into this nice little shape. And someone throws like a stick of dynamite at it, and then you got to start all over. I've done that. I can't even count how many times I've done that over the past 10 years. But I've gotten closer to how stuff is, and one thing again I realized I know more than anything is exercise is the only thing that I know of that actually gets your body trying to move in the right direction. So get up and move. Anyways, I'd say today is Friday and I'd have a fantastic day, but today is Friday and I will have an okay day. It's sunny, it's warm out, and I managed to get a nice walk in. I'm going to go have a nice lunch, and I will see you back tomorrow with hopefully a mile walk, and I hope everybody has a wonderful Friday as well.